Yeah, by the way, 200th episode, by the way. 200th episode. I was talking about how I feel for the, poor economical families. I just feel bad. Imagine you're like a young kid, right? You're waiting for Christmas. You want that Nintendo Switch 2. But then your dad and your mom comes up to you, and you hear the worst thing possible as a young kid. Sorry, honey, I know you wanted that Nintendo Switch 2, but we're poor as hell and we can't get it. I'm sorry. That is the worst thing you would ever hear as a kid. That your parents can't buy you the new Nintendo because Nintendo said, fuck them poor families. Nintendo. Why? You think you would learn from your failures in the Wii U. But I guess Moist Critical was right. They are absolutely tone deaf. Like, so tone deaf, it's not even funny. I like how I made it to the end, and then I slip off the edge and die. But yeah, Nintendo is so tone deaf. And yes, I did see the chat button, and I saw it, and I'm just like, who in their right mind is gonna pay for this? Nintendo, we have Discord! No one's gonna pay for that! I already see that this console is going to have a bit of a rocky history. It absolutely will. There is no doubts in my mind that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have quite the interesting look back in its history. I want to say I want to play... the new Donkey Kong game looks fucking gorgeous. The Mario Kart game looks beautiful. But really? $70 to $80? Hi. I'll just stick with my Switch 1 and play the Switch 1 games for you guys, right? Just like someone in the comic section. Oh man, my back catalog's looking real inviting right now. Yeah, so is mine. Mine's looking real inviting for the next 5 years. Real inviting right now. Man. And I need to hurry up playing Stadium 2 because I don't know how long my internet's going to be up before I have to buy another Switch 1 thing again. Or even if they're going to support it because they're all going to go to the Switch 2. And the suckier part is that the newer games, the newer console releases, the new virtual games are going to be on the Switch 2. But the only ones that might be on the Switch 1 are going to be the Super Nintendo, the NES, the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and the Sega, and some of the N64 stuff. So I really gotta hurry up and play some of these games. But I don't want to be rushed, you know? Half these games are like RPGs, and they take so f***ing long. I'm already having a grind fest in Battle Cats, and it's already hard for my autistic ass to stay motivated to keep going through it like I used to when I was a kid. You expect me to, like, go through with that again, like, multiple times with multiple games? And I might as well just buy Bravely Default, like, 3DS. And we had that on my modded 3DS. I might as well just get that again. Because why would I pay for $80? Just for... I get it. Some of this, it's for scalpers. I understand. You don't want those motherfuckers to, like, profit. But just saying, Nintendo, when you're trying to stop people from pirating your games, you're only going to make people want to mod the first Nintendo Switch even more. Like, I'm not even kidding. What was supposed to be so exciting and so awesome for all of us as gamers of Nintendo, to see this truly cool-ass turn into an absolute nightmare. Oh, it's the price conversation? No, it's not going to drop. It will drop by the time this video, like, ends up being released, but is it going to be dropped currently as of April? No. No. See, Nintendo forgets. The internet remembers. And we remember every single thing you did. Don't make me remind you of what you did to the Smash community. Just saying, Nintendo, why? Fucking why? I get it, we're gonna buy the stuff anyway. And it just sucks that it's just the way that it is. But it's no wonder why the modding community for a lot of games are getting more popular nowadays. Because one, you get more content for your buck. And two, all you need to do is a good PC and a lot of RAM. Boom. Instant game downloaded. Like, what's not stopping people from doing that? I'm just saying. I used to be against modding, but now that I did play most of the games that I had my hands to come across, and I'm just like, wow. Do you know how much money Nintendo would have made with these properties if they actually went out and did it? They would have made insane bucks. Like more money they're charging for people for stupid like the C button. It's insane. I'm just like, what made them think the C button was a good idea? I get it. You want gamers to be able to interact, but that's what Discord's for. It's literally what it's for. And it looks so dated. Like, I saw some of the stuff, like, I didn't see it right away, because I was like, oh, cool. And okay, I thought it was neat. But then sitting and thinking about it, like, I was trying to be rational about it, but no. I don't think Nintendo was ever being rational. I'm just like, oh, okay. They were just trying to rip all of us off. Like they weren't even being shy about it at all, huh? Cool. Sick. Alright, if they want to be that way, fine. Fine. But they can't cry to us when the Switch 2 ends up underperforming because of this. Most likely, and I see this as a most likely, and a lot of people do, the Switch 2 is still going to sell, but there's going to be a very rocky sales in some certain countries. Like, the sales are going to be very rocky. It will most likely be one country likes it a lot, but the other countries barely even bought it. It will most likely be a situation like that. Which sucks. but it is with the way it is. I mean, it might just end up being a GameCube and an N64 situation all over again, where the marketing's great, but poor income families are going to be scared shitless of wanting to buy a Nintendo Switch. Especially the low income families. They're going to see that and they're just going to go, honey, we can just buy you a new game for the Switch. And that will likely be what's going to happen. The parents are going to see that and they're just going to go, let's just stick with the Switch 1 for now. I can't believe what Nintendo said for this. The Switch 2 is for our most loyal gamer. Bro. Okay. Okay. We'll remember that. All of us, the internet, will remember that. We will remember that. Can't wait for that one brave journalist to say that in an interview a few years later down the line. Oh man, that will be crazy. And someone immediately said the Wii U success the Wii U's downfall, right in front of Doug Bowser, and I'm like, ain't no fucking way they mentioned the Wii U. I'm like, the balls on that dude are immaculately huge. Like, you could even see in Doug's face that he could not believe what he just heard. That someone had the gall to just say that out loud right in front of him. And Doug he didn't even sugarcoat it. And I'm just like, oh man. Nintendo are gonna have a nightmare like the 3DS, huh? Yeah, well, no shit. It is exactly gonna happen like the 3DS. They're gonna force the change. There's gonna be forced change, whether they want to or not. And it's not gonna help that, oh boy, tariffs. That might actually be the worst thing that could ever happen to the Nintendo Switch 2. Because people already would have been fine with, like, paying on that if that was it, but now, because of the tariffs, it could be $90, $100 for those games, and that will be the death of the Switch 2. It will be the immediate death. Like, they will be forced to lower the price and apologize to a lot of consumers. Which is going to be embarrassing as hell for Nintendo. But unfortunately, IRL events called for it, and it'll just have to be what it has to be. But that's just my wishful thinking, and, you know, justice. Because we can't not let greedy behavior like this keep going. Because sooner or later, and it's going to be more crazier, almost a lot of these companies' stuff is going to be public domain. Like, I'm not joking. Everyone's going to be able to have their hands on Mickey Mouse, Mario, and Pokemon. It will be insane if I'm looking into the future when I'm, like, near around 30 or 35 years old. Is that Mickey Mouse, anyone will be able to use his face. If these people keep thinking the way that they do. It's just an insane thought. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace, stay crispy. Still can't believe we're on 200 parts. It's insane.